Good afternoon, folks. This is Clear Sky Productions, and I'm just throwing this quick video together. Like, really quick. I didn't even take the time to set my tripod up. I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm gonna hold it for this one, the camera. So, the news came in about an hour ago now. It's about 2:58 p.m. Central, July 18th, 2020. And the news came in about an hour ago now that the Toronto Blue Jays will in fact not be playing at the Rogers Centre for the 2020 season. As if anyone at this point really even cares about the 2020 season, given that Major League Baseball already released their 2021 schedule just a few days ago. Yeah, I kind of think Major League Baseball themselves are aware at this point that no one really cares about the 2020 season, but that's a topic for another time. Anyway, so the government of Canada has said basically they can't play at the Rogers Centre in Toronto. They have to go and play somewhere else. So I'm kind of throwing this quick video together to discuss what I think the Blue Jays should do at this point in time. And there's really not a lot of time because, like I already said, today's July 18th as I'm recording this. So as of today, there is less than a week away from the Major League Baseball season. Even if your team debuts on the 24th rather than the 23rd, that's still less than a week away from today. So the Blue Jays are running out of time. They got to get something together fast. When I first found out they're not playing at the Rogers Centre, my first thought was, well, I guess maybe they're going to play at the Spring Training Stadium in Florida. But there are numerous reasons. I can think of at least 3 reasons why that would be a horrible idea. And why the Blue Jays should not play at their Spring Training Stadium in Florida. Once I explain that, I'll explain where they should play instead. Now, here are 3 reasons why playing at the spring training facility would be a terrible idea. First off, it's Florida. Now, when you're used to playing in Toronto, because I imagine most of these players live in Toronto or somewhere in Canada. When you live in Canada, when you're used to playing in Canada, and you have to play outdoors, because see, all the spring training facilities are outdoors in Florida, you have to play outdoors in the heat and humidity. And here's the thing, look, I was just in Florida this last week. It was some of the most brutal humidity I've ever experienced. Okay, it was humid as all get out. Like, more humid than Texas, where I live. It was bad. So when you're used to playing in Canada, yeah, nightmare, complete nightmare for that reason alone. Second reason is, like I already said, all the spring training facilities are outdoors. And it rains a lot in Florida. It rained quite a bit when I was in Florida this last week. So if it rains that much at an outdoor facility in Florida, guess what? You're going to have a lot of rainouts in that case. Like, even the Rays and Marlins aren't going to have any rainouts because their stadiums have roofs. In fact, Tropicana Field is the only one that has a fixed roof, not a retractable one. That's going to be another problem. Third problem is Florida right now has a lot of COVID cases. Now, there's some debate on whether or not they could play in Florida. Personally, if they played in Florida in terms of COVID, I think they'd be safe. If they close everything off properly, kind of like what the NBA's doing and what Major League Soccer's doing. With that said, I can also understand if they don't want to go to Florida just to be on the safe side, thinking, hey, maybe it's not the wisest thing, let's go play somewhere else where there's less cases. You know, I can understand that too. So for those 3 reasons, those are 3, in my mind, very valid reasons why the Blue Jays will probably not be playing, and certainly shouldn't be playing, at their spring training facility in Florida. What's the name of it? I gotta pull it up here. TD Ballpark. That's the name of their spring training facility in Florida. Sorry, my computer went to screensaver mode. So, where should the Blue Jays play instead? Now, there's a few viable options, but in my opinion, the most viable option, I'm going to show you guys right here. You guys ready for this? Sullivan Field. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sullivan Field in Buffalo, New York. Now, here's the thing. Now, first off, the cases in New York State are a lot lower than Florida. So there's that. Second off, Sullivan Field is also outdoors. But it's Buffalo, New York. It's not going to rain nearly as much in Buffalo as it would in Florida, because it's not as humid there. So even though Buffalo probably gets freezing in the summertime, it's obviously not Wait, did I say summer? I meant winter, sorry. It gets freezing in the winter time, but it's summer. It's not gonna get cold in the summer. And plus, Buffalo will be very similar, if not identical, to the climate in Toronto. Because Buffalo and Toronto aren't that far apart, even though they're technically in different countries. So Buffalo would be a much better option than Florida. Now, for people who are wondering, Sullivan Field is a minor league baseball stadium. It's home of the Buffalo Bisons. Now, for people who are wondering, well, wait a minute, it's a minor league stadium. Isn't the field dimension smaller? I don't think so. In fact, here on Wikipedia, and I know it's Wikipedia, not a reliable news source, I get that, but it does say here, due to Canadian travel restrictions brought upon the COVID-19 pandemic, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Buffalo Bison's MLB affiliate, are considering Sullivan Field as a possible alternate site for their home games during the 2020 season. So the Blue Jays are already considering the stadium. Now, they haven't actually confirmed this is what they'll be playing, but I think they should. I think they're going to be playing in Buffalo, which is funny because I guess people are going to be calling them the Buffalo Blue Jays for the 2020 season. It'd be kind of funny, actually, if they had jerseys and called themselves literally the Buffalo Blue Jays. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm just saying it'd be funny if that happened, but it's probably not going to. They're probably still going to be called the Toronto Blue Jays, even though they're not actually playing in Toronto. Also, it being Buffalo, Buffalo is the second largest city in New York, besides New York City, obviously. And while Buffalo is, I imagine, nowhere near the size of New York City, they probably still have plenty of hotel options for the players and even the visiting players in New York. And even though Buffalo is right on the border between U.S. and Canada, it is still on the U.S. side. So there's still no restrictions on getting into Buffalo. They'll be perfectly fine there. And I do know the state of New York does have a 14-day quarantine for players or people coming from different states and stuff, but I imagine they're gonna be exempt from that. I can't imagine it's gonna be a problem. I guess Governor Cuomo is gonna have some sort of say on that. But I mean, Cuomo is allowing. He said he's allowing some tennis match. I don't watch tennis, so I forgot what the league's called. But there's some sort of tennis match going on in New York that's going to be played without fans that Cuomo, I know, specifically allowed because I watched one of his press conferences and he said he was fine with it. So I can't imagine this would be any different. But yeah, I guess Cuomo, since he's the governor of New York, he's going to have some sort of say in this, So yeah, barring any unforeseen circumstances, I don't see why Buffalo and Sullivan Field would be a bad option. And if it is a viable option, I can see the Blue Jays going there. It's probably the option they're going with right now. In fact, possibly the only reason maybe why they haven't actually confirmed, yes, this is where we're playing, is for that reason. Maybe they're still trying to get to Governor Cuomo and say, hey, this is what we want to do. Will you give us the permission to do it? As soon as Cuomo says, yeah, sure, go ahead, they're probably going to announce it. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but like I said, we're less than a week away now from the Major League Baseball regular season. And again, that's just the regular season. I think they're going to have to play some exhibition games before the season starts. So, yeah, they're going to have to figure something out fast if they can't play at Rogers Center. Because Rogers Center is confirmed out. It's gone. They're not playing there. So, yeah, I don't really see it being any other way. So that's my thoughts on that. This is Clear Sky Productions here. Thank you as always for watching, and have a good one.